Welcome back to the channel all about cooking for beginners. And today we're gonna make some steamed scallion rolls, also known as Hua Juan. Ingredients are on the screen now. Step 1 is making the slurry. We add the cornstarch and just over a third of the water to a bowl, stirring to ensure all the starch has dissolved. Be thorough with this part because cornstarch clumps hard, so really stir it all over. Now microwave the mixture on high for 15 to 20 second intervals, stirring in between each interval to make sure the cornstarch remains evenly dispersed. You may need to do this 3 to 4 times until you get a stiff paste. Set it aside afterwards to cool for a bit. We do this because the cornstarch will trap moisture and allow us to add more water than normal, making a fluffier roll. Now in a larger bowl, combine the flour, sugar, baking powder, and yeast. The sugar won't make the dough sweet. It's there to give the yeast just a little something extra to feed on and speed up the rising process. Once you have a semi-cohesive mass formed, add in the slurry, pinching or squeezing it to distribute evenly. Then keep mixing the dough until it feels like it'll hold together for the most part. Turn the dough out onto a work surface and begin kneading it. It's going to be difficult to start because it's so dry, but keep at it and eventually it'll become soft and supple. You want to push out when kneading, not down, like you're trying to spread the dough across the surface. After around 5 to 10 minutes of kneading, you should have a softer and somewhat smooth dough. Lightly oil the bowl so that the dough doesn't stick. Then cover it and allow it to rise in a warm place until it doubles in size. It takes anywhere from 1 to 2 hours. While the dough is rising, let's slice the scallions. Remove the root ends, line them up, and begin making the cuts. Set these aside for later when we roll out the dough. Now that the dough is risen and doubled in volume, we can punch it down gently with the pads of your fingertips. Flour a work surface and roll the dough out. It should be very pliable and workable at this point, so we need to roll it into a rectangle of manageable size. The goal is to get it to about 1/8 of an inch thick. The dimensions of the rectangle aren't strictly important. After we have the dough at the desired thickness, drizzle some sesame oil on the surface and spread it all over. This can either be done by folding the dough onto itself or just use a spoon. You don't need to use a ton of oil here, just enough to coat the surface. Sprinkle the scallions all over, trying to evenly distribute as possible. Then roll the dough up. Stretch out the sides to get a consistent width if you have to. Flour a cutting board and put the big roll of dough on top. From here, there's 2 ways to shape the scallion rolls. The easy way is to just cut desired lengths off of it. The harder way is to cut smaller rolls, stack 2 on top of each other, and with a floured chopstick, press down the center to expose the scallions, making them face the ceiling. Grab the ends and gently stretch out the length of dough, banging it against the board if needed. Then twist the roll and join the 2 ends together. One more time, we stack 2 rolls, press with the chopstick, pull it, twist it, and pinch the ends together. From here, we can either let the dough rise again, also known as proofing, till it increases by about 50%, or we can steam it right away. Personally, I like to let it proof some more for a fluffier roll. Now get a steamer fully boiling and line it with either a wet cloth, napa cabbage leaves, or parchment paper coated in nonstick spray. This will ensure the rolls don't stick to the steamer when fully cooked. Place the rolls in with enough space between them to make sure they don't touch each other because they will grow in size during steaming. Steam these rolls anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. Make sure there's enough water in the pot to be boiling for the full time too. The rolls are done once they spring back when poked. Remove the rolls, but be careful, they are hot. And with that, your steamed scallion rolls, or Hua Juan, are done. Enjoy their fluffy goodness. I hope you found this video helpful, and for similar content, please like, comment, and subscribe.